Hey everybody, this is the Epad. Welcome to my new Let's Play of Pokemon Heart Gold. Yes, Pokemon Heart Gold. I can't believe it either. This was a Let's Play I've been planning to do since I've been saying, I wanted to get a new technology working so I could do this Let's Play. This is by no means an emulator. Not that emulators are bad or anything, but I didn't want to have to do an emulator because when it comes to Pokemon Let's Play on emulators, uh, for the DS games, in fact, they don't look as good, and normally the frames per second are just not as good either. So that's the problem I have with it. However, since I got the DS capture card, uh, I could finally do this game. If I didn't have it, I probably would be doing Pokemon Crystal instead. But I think it's a little too simple. I really wanted to get this new technology, get it working. Since this is a more simpler game, I can actually say I can actually practice this and then, do games in the future like a Zelda game on the DS and stuff. So yeah, for those wondering, this could also record Game Boy Advance games, which is great for me because I am planning to do Emerald next at least. Not my next Let's Play, but my next Pokemon Let's Play. And since a lot of people really wanted me to do a Heart Gold Let's Play, let alone a Black and White 2 Let's Play. I mean, we can wait for that. I'm sure. I I really wanted to do it. Yeah, it's been a year since I actually did Pokemon Leaf Green, actually. This world is why you don't have to. Hey, look who we're talking to. We're talking to Professor Oak. That's amazing. Anyways, this is my third take doing this Let's Play. Well, not really third take. I guess 2.5. I guess 2.5. Basically, the frames per second in my previous runs have been horrible in my previous takes. Basically, what happens was when my DS capture card was like freezing for like a fraction of a second, uh, it normally lagged throughout the rest of the video. Anyways, we get a choice between a boy and a girl. In the original Gold and Silver, we only had a choice of being a boy, but in Crystal, we had a choice of being both, or one of them. We can't be both, no matter how transsexual we might be. Anyways, I guess you guys know what my name is. Hopefully you don't. I mean, hopefully you do, yeah. Anyway, this is also what I wanted to do was, I am comparing this game to Gold and Silver and Crystal, because this game is actually a great combination of Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And I do find it to be probably the greatest remake I've ever played. I really do like this game. Judgeably, it could be my favorite Pokemon game as well. I really don't know, though. Heading onto this computer, unfortunately there is no potion like there is in other games, but we have a mail. Let's see what it says. Adventure, excited, I love Pokemon, says Meryl. No, I'm just kidding. That's some girl who becomes kind of like some sort of female substitute instead of us. Now, uh, great stuttering, I know. I won't be doing sidebars. If you guys remembered this, my sidebars were basically showing what Pokemon are in what routes. Instead, I won't be having anything. The reason being is because I do have a lot of stuff going on with this LP, and I didn't want to like take up too much time just editing this. Recording this is fine. Editing this is going to be a really bad way of working and stuff. However, I will still be doing Pokemon bios. The stuff where I like basically do where I talk about Pokemon and stuff. It's one of my more favorite things in my previous Let's Play, and that's why a lot of people liked it a lot. So I'm really excited to do it. Anyway, that's Lyra right there. I think if we didn't choose a female, our other protagonist is going to be like kind of different. I'm pretty sure you guys could notice that the frame is pretty crappy, but the quality is still good, right? But I really wanted to do this. I don't know why it's going like this. I think I just need to like screw in my DS a little bit more, but I don't know. I really think it's just the capture card itself, like the software. And this jerk just decided to push us away. Okay, I am talking a lot about what I should be doing and stuff. But that's basically what it is. I really want to talk about Pokemon, and that's why a lot of people liked it, because when I grew up, I usually talk about Pokemon. Uh, I usually judge Pokemon in terms of looks and stuff. And moves. I don't really do anything else like that. But since Pokemon Black and White came out, I actually focus more on the stats, the natures, the abilities, and I realize it is very addicting when you get everything put together. It's for being a video game, it's very like algebraic. It's pretty, I guess you could say, it is kind of educational if you try to like solve some math problems in order to do RPGs. But that's how RPGs typically are. Can you go up outside of this Pokemon, outside a ball, to see if it brings special feelings and bonds. For those who haven't played this game, by the way, it is a remake of Gold and Silver. It is a very good, back then it was a very nostalgic game for many Pokemon fans. And if you have played it, the original games, you would like this one. If you haven't, this one is a pretty good way to start out. So if you want to play alongside, go ahead. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying this time it's real. He's probably got files. That's pretty awesome. This is Professor Elm, by the way, of ADD Professor, unlike Professor Oak. He is okay, but he usually flails around a lot. You can choose one of the 3 Pokemon over there. Alright. I'm really excited. This is where the bio comes in handy. This is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about each Pokemon the way they are in terms of how good they are and stuff. So, let's get started. First up is Chikorita. Now, notice the bio is very different from my previous Let's Play. Thanks to Ep.1 007, or I think it was M1 007, I'm sorry, but yeah. Thanks to her, I got this template down and stuff. Now, first off, I'll go into detail with these. On the top, you'll see the name of the Pokemon as well as the Dex number. The Dex number is actually based off the National Dex rather than the Johto Dex. Reason being is because I will be going over the Kanto Pokemon as well. I wasn't planning to, but since you could actually get almost every Kanto Pokemon in this game, and it is possible, I will be doing that. Down here is the type, of course. This all depends on like a rock, paper, scissors kind of battle style in Pokemon. Down here is the species name. It's not as important, but if you want to go a little bit more biological, go ahead. Up here is the evolution chain. You can see that this Pokemon evolves at level 18 and then level 32. It differs for what Pokemon you have. It could evolve trading as well. And down here is the abilities. This brings a new twist in Pokemon games since Ruby and Sapphire. I don't want to go in depth about all of them, but for this Pokemon in general, it's basically if you have low health, your grass attacks get stronger. And right here we have stats, which is the most important thing about any Pokemon. It determines how well you do in battle. I'll go within each of them, I guess. HP is how well your Pokemon could take hits. Attack is your physical attack against your opponent. In this case, it would be slamming into someone. Defense is how well you could hold up to physical attack. Special attack is how good your special attack can hit the opponent. In Chikorita's case, it means blasting or something. Special defense determines how well you could handle special attack, and speed determines who goes first in battle. So yeah. Now in terms of Chikorita itself, it's a decent Pokemon. I think it's probably the most underused out of the 3. Because it's very defensive. Its offenses aren't the greatest, but it could still be salvageable. And it's not a bad Pokemon by any means, but I think it's not that great in this particular game because a lot of the Pokemon and bosses in this game that you fight, they are either resistant to grass or they have super effective damage against you. But I guess you can use this Pokemon for like a dual screener, reflect and light screen. It actually helps very well for supporting. So if you want a team supporter, this is a good one to have. Right here, we have Cyndaquil, probably the more overused out of the 3. It's a fire Pokemon that is similar to Charmander stats. It's fast and it has good special attack, with some decent physical attack as well. It's good, and I guess you could say that, if you like using Charmander, you'll like using this Pokemon. It's just for the fact that it's not going to turn into a flying type like Charizard. And finally, we have Tonadile. Tonadile is more physical based. It it's a little more balanced as well. It has good physical attack and good physical defense. It is the slowest out of the three, unfortunately, but it could work. I don't recommend this Pokemon in Gold and Silver because water attacks were not physical. But in this game, I would highly recommend it since there's physical attacks like Aqua Jet, Aqua Tail, or Waterfall. In fact, I'd probably say this is probably the best starter in this game as well. But out of the three, the one I'll be going after is Cyndaquil. Yes, he is overused, but honestly, Cyndaquil is my favorite fire Pokemon. Or my favorite. He is my favorite fire. My favorite starter. He is my favorite starter. It's a male. I don't know if I would. I am gonna nickname my Pokemon, but I don't know if I'm keeping this nickname. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably think about it in the future. For now, I'm just gonna call it Fyrus. It's a very lame name, I guess. It's a name from a Zelda game, but then again, I should probably take a break with this. We are able to change our nickname in the future, so I guess we don't have to worry about it. How do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal with this machine. So unfortunately, our mom doesn't heal us. Oh, poor us. Oh well. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, Ishan. Yeah. And what do you have to say, too? You're going to walk into us. I want you to have these to help you on your task. We get potions, which basically heal train over HP. Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use your Pokemon if you think yours is in danger. Alright. Now I think before we head out, I think Lyra's going to bother us. Did she even talk to us yet? She probably did. Or she probably is now. Ishan, so you picked up... that was definitely a female voice. So you picked up a Cyndaquil. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya. Ha ha ha. Flare. Okay. Enough Gucciing. Let's look at our Pokemon real quick. Fyrus. What's up? Oh god, this ain't good. Okay. As you can see at the top, he has a careful nature. Natures are very important. It's something I got into a little bit recently. Basically, it raises one stat while it decreases another stat while it levels up. As you can see by its stats, his special attack is the one that's getting lower, which I need him for. However, his special defense is increasing. You could tell based on what stat is highlighted red and what stat is highlighted blue. The red means it'll increase, the blue means it'll decrease. Oh boy, this is not gonna go well, is it? Alright, I need to, like, just train it really good, though. Oh well. Now, before we head off, we do need to show off our Pokemon to our mummy. This is what I really like about this game as well. It's not in Black and White and Black and White 2, though it was supposed to be in those games. It's basically, you get to have... your Pokemon gets to follow you, depending on which Pokemon's in your first party. All Pokemon can follow you. No matter what size they are. It's amazing. I love it because it kind of brings a nice feeling you have with your Pokemon, like a very nice relationship. It almost feels like real life, which is crazy, but then again, you know, you also have the day and night transitions, which work very smoothly, I have to add. And it's one of the things I love about Gold and Silver. Yes, I do know how to use it. Just power on the PokeGear. And she's still talking about how we should use the PokeGear, even though we said we know how to use it. Okay. So yeah, this is also similar to going to Pokemon Yellow, because in that game, Pikachu can also follow you. But anyways, before we head off, I need to quickly change my options. I haven't done that yet. And ooh, we could change our frame too. I guess I'll just keep it to 16. 16 is just nice. And finally, the PokeGear is basically a very nice app we have. We get to change our settings depending what thing we have. It's color scheme, I guess. It's not really that important. And we also have a phone where you get to talk to different people within the game, which is pretty neat. It was also in Gold and Silver. It was also in Pokemon Emerald as well. But yeah. Other than that, I think this was a good episode to start off with. Better than my first take, definitely. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and next time in Pokemon Heart Gold, we will, I guess we will head off to the next route and check out Cherry Grove City, alright? So I will see you guys then.